La da da dum. Oh, there we go. I've forgotten how to do all this. Hang in there with this. I've forgotten. I've forgotten everything. This is shocking. All right. This is not helping. On you, Bob. Here, tell him, mate. Don't you take any rubbish. You're gonna. You'll most likely come in soon. There we go. Hey, Jared, how are you, mate? This. I've got a stream tomorrow. That I've got. Hey, T-Bone. I've got a stream I'm doing tomorrow, and I haven't streamed for so long, I've forgotten how to use it all. So, I'm in the workshop, and I'll see how I go. Oh dear. This is. No, that's the one I want. I want to get that out of there. Hope I can get it done tomorrow. How is everyone? How are you all coping? It's Bob's fine. He was just going off his bean a minute ago. Obviously someone walking past. So I thought I would run a test to see if I can still remember how to do it. And people are there watching. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Oh, there you go. How's Bob? Yeah, look, Bob's good. He had, I don't know if I've been talking to you since he had an operation, but he had a big tumour taken off of his back, and he's got into a bit of a dog fight and had to get his mouth all stitched up. But he's good. He might even come and pay us a visit. Who knows? So what I'm doing now is, yeah, as well as testing the stream to make sure I can get all the cameras going, let me have a look at where they are. Well, that's interesting. What do you reckon that is? I've got no idea. That's a side view camera. All right, I've got to find that one now. Where's the other one? Close. Oh, that's an interesting view as well. All right, hang on, I'll see if I can find those. Cameras, found one. Here it is. Oh. I've been really into it with, oh, there you go. My newfound hobby, beekeeping, or natural, all bees are natural, aren't they? Native bee. G'day, Wombat, how you going, mate? And so all this stuff here is all bee boxes that I've been making, but I said to someone I would do a sharpening stream. So that's what I'm planning on doing tomorrow morning. I'm still trying to find this other blinking camera. Where's the other one gone? So that's what I'm doing now, is setting up, as well as saying good day to everyone. Where's the other? Where is the other camera? Oh, there it is. I've got it on a little, I've got it on a baby tripod. That's why I couldn't find it. Here it is. Oh dear. no. There you go. See, it's on a little tripod. So I've had to put my shed back to the way it was. I'm really disappointed about that because I liked it the way it was with this bench over there, but it was not to be. So I've had to rearrange it and change it. And I've invested in some nail guns. How's that? You wouldn't ever think I'd ever have nail guns, but I have. I've got 3 of them now. They're wonderful. But they're not for fine furniture. They're the bee boxes that I'm making. I actually put gabled roofs on them, so it's for building the roof, which we might do later on. We might have a crack at that. So what's everyone been up to? Anything exciting? I've just been doing beehives. Oh, I did build an electric forge, which my grandson now wants one because it's easier than turning the handle all the time. So I'll actually video making an electric forge, which is really reasonably inexpensive and easy to do. What I did was I got an old 12-volt heater fan out of a heater box for a car heater, and then I got a double analog battery charger. So it's an analog battery charger, not one of these digital jobbies, and it'll do 12 volt and 6 volt, and it's got a high and a low feed. So with that, it gives me 4 speeds to the fan in the forge, and I've got to tell you, it works like a treat. It cost me $20 to get the fan motor from a Wreckers, and I think it was 50 or 60 bucks for the battery charger on eBay. But if you have a look and see how much a hand blower is going to cost you, you're up for a couple of $100 for a good one of those. So well worth the investment, I feel. Yeah, so tomorrow, what I want to do, it'll be, look at that. It'll be tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, I'm kicking off. And it's not the definitive, I'm not going to say the definitive, but what it is, it's going to be a stream on different ways to sharpen from the absolute cheapest way through to quite an expensive way. And then I've got a box of chisels, brand new chisels, that I bought just for the occasion, and we'll sharpen one chisel each way. So I'll be using stones. I won't be using water stone because I don't have them anymore. And look, they work well. I'm not a great fan of it. Pickard, what have we got? Exciting, starting uni soon. Good on ya. Way to go, going to study degree, furniture design. And mate, 30-year-old and doing it, be surrounded by, mate, you'll run rings around them because you've got a bit of life experience behind you. G'day, Rob, how you going, mate? How's the painting going? Which university are you going to, Pickard? These are prototype slats for, I think I'm up to generation 6 on building the bee roofs, and this is part of generation 6. See, they're separate bits, and I'll see if I can find. This was, that was about 4, I think. That was one bit. I'll try my cameras out. Here we go. Close up. Okay. And that was one piece, and I was making that out of a piece of 6x2, and I'd get 2 sides out of a bit of 6x2, which was working out to be expensive, whereas doing it this way and joining them together I can use scrap timber, and I actually don't think the labour content is as much as this. With making these profiles, I don't have a, what are they called? Spindle molar. Don't have one of those, got routers. And frankly, I don't like them, so I don't want one. They're very good, but there's one machine in the shop that really, I use the word advisedly, frightens me, so I don't like it. So I was making this using a router and a dado blade in the good old table saw over there. So I might show you that later on. Won't be tomorrow. Let me just see if I can. I've just got to find my bench. I know it's under there somewhere. Oxford, UK. Oh. Mate, you've won me. I've got a Cambridge University tie. And did you go to Cambridge? Actually, it was a standard joke. I think the goons did. I think it was Nettie Seagoon. He was sitting in a job interview. And he had his Oxford tie on. And someone else, I don't know who it was, one of the other goons said, "Oh, I see you've got an Oxford tie." He said, "Yes." He said, "Oh, you've been to Oxford?" "Yes." "What did you do in Oxford?" "I bought a tie." Much the same. One of my cousins whose son went to Oxford got me the tie and the T-shirt of the Blues, because I was sculling in those days, doing rowing, when I lived on the coast. So there you go. That doesn't matter, mate. It sounds good. You're going to Oxford. That's it. I'll brag to everyone. I've got a person that watches me that does furniture design in Oxford. Oh, dear. What have I got some rubbish around here? I'm trying to think what I did since I last spoke to you all. I know I did a quick one in a boardroom the other day. That was exciting. But I don't know. Oh, I've got my brands working. I'll show you my brands later on. Not today because they're up in the other shed, but I've got a hot burning brand that I can put in to what I make, which is pretty exciting. I'm excited about that. G'day, Trevor! My goodness gracious me, check it out. Everyone's coming out of the woodwork. Rob, made my first wood turning video. Truly awful. My second one comes out, but oh, good on you. Yeah, that doesn't matter. It's in any case, who thinks it's awful? If you think it's awful, that's okay, because a lot of other people will think it's great. I think some of the worst things I've ever done, people like. But no, good on you for doing that. Prunella, my darling, how are you? Excuse me. Your Royal Highness, your subjects have missed you greatly. I trust all is well in the realm. All we need is Max now, Trevor. We'll all be here. These are tops and bottoms to me bee boxes. As I said, I'm not doing anything except tidying the shed up a bit at the moment. So I know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, but I'll be doing sharpening with everything from sandpaper up to a diamond wheel on the Tormic. So there you go, and all points in between. And we can actually assess what works well. What's the point of sharpening? Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you my beehive bits. Wait a minute, where are we? Close up, is that one? No, there you go. All right, I've got boxes over there on the table saw. I've got sort of half-finished bits and pieces that didn't quite work out there. I've got boxes in construction there. I've got scrap bits over there that I'm still working on, but because the timber's so darn expensive, I don't want to waste it, so I'm hanging on to it. I don't know what those bits, they were bits for something. And yeah, but all in all, I tell you what, the shop isn't as bad as it could be. It isn't as bad. Oh, there's some more there that aren't quite finished. And I've got some more up over there that I'm working on. And there's some prototypes there that I've changed my construction techniques on. It has been a wonderful time. Oh, let me see. Louise! Oh, look, they're all coming in now. Oh, dear. I hope you have been... You have been keeping good, Louise. I hope you and Andrew and oh, I've forgotten. Oh, it'll come to me. Isabel. Isabel. Is that Isabel? Oh, well. 40 thumbs up because people are kind of awesome. No, mate, you're awesome. You desire to do it and you did it. So that's all that matters. G'day, Mitch. Yeah, I've been seeing a few of your pictures on Facey, Trevor. Not good, mate. Not good at all. So I hope they get it all, which I'm sure they will. Very thorough nowadays, these Johnnies are when they go in with the knife. So you keep well, keep smiling. You can always say Liz did it to you. You overstepped the mark and she had a sharp rolling pin. Oh, well, there you go. What better way to feel good than chat with us, Prunella, my dear? Oh, I should have started this morning, but I couldn't. I don't know, it's one of those things. And these are all little things that I've made that, see if we can go to that one. Does that one come up? Oh, look at that. Yeah, they're all, this is, I'm going to refer to this later. Tim Hurd, the guy who wrote the Australian Native Bee Book. He is the man. And thankfully now a friend of mine, and we're doing some joint projects together, which is really nice. I put together a big roof for a big bee hotel he's doing. Yeah, believe me, a bee hotel. I've got them outside. They're just brilliant. I'm sort of getting back to nature, I think. I don't know. But if you're in Australia and you want to know anything about native bees, get a copy of that book. Well, what's it called? The Australian Native Bee Book. Let me put all these in here. It's a good read. And it's incredible what's in your own garden that you don't know that's there until you know what to look for. I'll take you over to my bees one day. What I want to do is actually a video, one of those slow TV videos, where I'll just put the camera on for 2 hours and watch the bees. They're amazing. Oh, they don't suffer fools lightly either. If you're not up to snuff, if you're not collecting the right amount of pollen, I've seen them. They throw you out. If you come from another hive and you don't belong to their tribe, that's it, you get thrown out. If you're an unwanted guest, like a fly or a skittle fly or something like that, they just gang up on you. And they're only little, really little, small little bees, but by crikey in numbers, they'll sort you out. I don't know, I'm going to be in such a pickle here by the time I finish. It's going to take me another week to sort things out again. Yeah, I have been absent from YouTube for a while. I'm starting to get back into it. To be totally honest, that marathon effort I did when we went, what did we go, 57 days straight, I am still getting over it. You guys were absolutely brilliant, but oh, geez, knock the old energy levels around. But it's nice to be back. I can feel the love from here. It's nice to be back. I haven't done this for ages, so I'm going to do it. There you go, just throw something. Makes you feel better. Oh. Oh. I think the only thing I won't be doing tomorrow on the sharpening is a hot grinder. Only because now I know better. I don't like putting any of my tools near a hard grinding wheel. But I will tell people how to do it if they so desire. That was a test. That's a battery charger. And holy doolies, what's going on there? Oh, wrong camera, you Wally. That's the battery charger that I could run the forge with, but you'll notice it's only a 12 volt one. That's not ideal. It will work, but it's not as good as the setup I now have. I'm just going to put this out here, and if I don't trip over, I'll be back. And I'm not showing you out there because there's a bigger mess than in here. There is a bench under here, look at that. What do we got? Daniel! Meadow! I'm making a goblet, but I will mess up the spiralling and need to work out. Mate, well, you're ahead of me. I can't make a goblet. That's beyond my capabilities at the moment. Having said that, I did make an internal hollowing tool, which I posted on Instagram, and which, to my chagrin, I have not tried it yet. But once I get through the projects I'm working on at the moment, I am going to go and do some more wood turning. Because it's therapeutic, isn't it? I love it. You just get in there and you're moving stuff around. Oh, and I've got a lovely family because, yeah, that's the latest news. Most of you know my grandson, Anthony. We homeschool him. Well, we pulled his other brother out of school a couple of weeks ago, and he's now being homeschooled. They are doing fantastic. They really are. Because they're close and they gee each other on. So they get stuff done. I'm teaching them how to play, whoops, whoa. I'd like to say it was too much coffee, but no. I'm teaching them how to play chess, which is really interesting. And the chessboard I made yonks ago on a video, I'm actually using that. And I've got a couple of chess sets, so that's good value. Here we go, what are these? What are we up to? Oh, kicking back, Trev. What about putting an order in for a couple of toasted tomato sandwiches as well? And some chocolate. You're on a roll, mate. Good morning. Can I call it male? Male, because I can't get the rest of it out. I apologise, but good morning from Finland. Well, g'day from Brisbane, Australia, mate. It is now, 6 o'clock in the evening. Daniel's, the bee's knees. Mate, I've looked very closely, extremely closely. I yet have not seen any knees on the bees. So there you go. Perhaps it's just an old wives' tale they tell to confuse people. Where's all these? I've gone overboard with these staples and nails, I tell you. I love them. Nail guns. Get things done. Get it in here. Oh, okay. I know what BRB stands for now, Princess. Your Royal Highness, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to not demount you, what do you call it? Demote you. Because I thought it stood for bathroom. Where's Tony? She was the one that taught me that. I did. That's what I thought. I don't need to know that. But be right back is what it's all about. Let's throw something else. What? That actually went in the bin, but it came back out again, as you might have heard. I've got to see if all this works too. Put this back. If you're still alive when I get home, I'll join you on the laptop. Well, all right. Well, it depends how far have you got to go, Prunella? I'm scared of English bees, let alone Australian. No, that's what they're so nice about these bees, Rob. They're stingless. They're little critters. They're little black fellas. And only, about that, you can't see that, hang on, let's go down here, yeah. They're about, They're about that big, and they got big heads and wings. They're meant to have 6 legs. I can only count 4, but apparently they do have 6 legs. And they're stingless. And they're just so lovely. You stand near the hive, some of them come out and land on you and walk around and check you out. Other ones just totally ignore you. But we're used to that, aren't we, Trev? Yeah, I'm just going to cover up your computers. I'm about to clean my bench off. Oh, here we go. There we go. Not sure how long that compressor's got to go before it finishes, but there you go. Yeah, I've lost my mouse. Wait a minute. Let me get my mouse back. There we go. No, they are. They're awesome. Awesome things. Hey, Steve, she said if I... yeah, I can relate to that, Trevor. Let me see how long this compressor's got to go. Not long, apparently. I can relate to that, Trevor, yes. It's the old Bill Cosby thing. I'll knock you in the next week, please do, because I'm having a shocker this week. Oh, dear. G'day, Alan. Yeah, it has been a long time no see, mate. How's your new job working out? Still good? I trust. Kathy's good. And I saw your wood burning of the Viking. Very, very nice. I like that. I just got served dinner. Pizza all around to Alan. Oh, no. Trevor got served pizza. I thought that was you, Alan. I was going to come round to your place for pizza. But you're too far away, Trevor. You're too far north. Well, enjoy your pizza, mate. All right, Julian. Can't say, well, hopefully we might catch you tomorrow morning. 9:30 Australian time I'm kicking off. So there you go. Steve, check out Mike Wald on YouTube. He's lots of tuition on turning goblets. And you can't believe how many catches I... Oh, look, I love catches. Yeah, you know my story of learning the skew. Yeah. I was talking to Theo the other day too. He said, well, those of you who don't know, Theo, master wood turner extraordinaire, good friend of mine, I'm happy to say. He embarrassed me into using the skew properly. And it took me, I'm just measuring this, should be 158 there. Yeah. Okay, got to go back that way a little bit. Yeah, so he embarrassed me into using the skew properly. And boy, did I get some catches. It was a catch, piece of timber thrown out the window. The sky got a little bit bluer than it was before I started. 3 weeks it took me. Finally, now I think I've mastered the skew, and I like grabbing it and doing it. And I was having a coffee with Theo. A week or so ago, I don't know, can't remember now. G'day, mate, if you're watching. He's on the world stage now too. He's doing symposiums online over to America and around the world, so good on you, mate. But anyway, he said, I'm using the skew a bit more. I said, you should too, after embarrassing me into using the blinking thing. But it's all good. Let me just go and put this one over here. There we go. Now, they are cool looking planes, light wood planes. Are they moulding planes? Wee, which ones? These ones? No, you've got one. They're both ECTs. That is a dovetail plane, and that is a toothing plane. So the dovetail plane is where we go. There you go. It's set on an angle, Been up there for a while. And the idea is, if you're doing a long sliding dovetail, you use this. Downside with this, and it's my problem, no one else's, it's a right-handed plane, and I'm left-handed, so I get a bit challenged using that. So what I prefer to use is, oh no, don't fall on the ground, is H&T Gordon dovetail plane, because that way I can use it as a right-handed or left-handed. So that's what that plane is. The other one is a toothing plane, and that's for when I'm veneering and I want to lay my substrate down. The teeth themselves, if I can find a mallet here, the teeth on the blade are toothed, so it's serrated, and what that does when it goes over the material that I'm veneering, which in my case generally is plywood, it roughs it up and gives the glue a nice keying area. So that's what those two are. But hey, good pickup. Thanks for noticing. The other timber planes in the front, they're H&T Gordon planes as well. So I have a variety of planes, and most of them get used, which is really good. Oh, well, that's good, Alan. Good to hear. Thanks, Rob. We'll catch you later, mate. All the best. Right, now, just got to go down here and just pick up. Oh, there's a bit more stuff under there than I originally thought. So I'll pick it all up whilst I'm down here. Oh, there's no way to treat Colin's marking gauge. Oh, there we go. Bit of glue. And that. And I'm missing a chisel. There we go. Where can I put this? Ah, you mongrel. Get in there. It's all good. All right. Now, I'm nearly set up for tomorrow. Yeah, Google the panacea of all doubt. Well, it depends. It depends. A lot of information on there. Oh, that one turned out all right. So, I don't think any of you have seen me use this one before, but I'll be using it tomorrow. Is that going to sit flat? Oh, maybe yes, maybe no. This is a Rubber Sorby Pro Edge, which I don't use as a rule for my tools. I use it more so for sharpening knives, but it is an excellent setup. Oh, there we go. I'll just see if I can find where's 30 degrees. Inside second. I think initially it was made, or his prime purpose is lathe tools, being Robert Sorby, but like everything else, you can adapt things to work. What else do I want? Oh, I'm just getting all these out. Oh, for tomorrow. And this one, unfortunately, you can no longer get these in Australia, which is a great pity because they're an absolutely awesome sharpening setup. Good for flat grinds, not good for hollow grinds, obviously. I like them for flattening off. Give you a look at it. Close up, is that it? There you go. No. Side view, that's that one. That's it. There. It's a Makita. Whoop. Makita something or other. A 9820. I do believe you can get them in the US and definitely Japan. And I think the US ones are 110 volts, whereas these are 240 volt. And this one was made, let me have a look. Did have a date on it. 85, there you go. December 85, that one's stamped. It's just in there, December 80. So you can tell I've had these machines for a while. Although this one, I've got two. I've got this one, obviously in this shed, and I've got another one up in the other shed, which has had a lot more work than this one. But that's the way it goes. What can do there, what can go there. Stones I've got. Oh, okay, we've got that, I got a letter today from a company I deal with, and they say, you're not buying enough, so we don't want you as a customer. Thanks very much. It's a great way to go, isn't it? Would you mind if we pass your details on to a distributor? Yeah, what, and charging me twice as much? No, I don't think so. Oh, I had a rant today. I was gonna treat you all to a rant, but I won't. It's just customer service. Have you noticed when you got an issue and you got to ring up customer service? Yeah, right. There's no service and they don't give a hoot about the customers. Have you noticed that? It's good, isn't it? It really makes you feel valued. And then they go and spend millions of dollars on advertising to try and encourage you to buy their skanky product, when all they had to do was answer me in a reasonable amount of time, address my concerns, get a solution, and that's it. This particular company that I won't name at the moment, but I might later on, I had a dishwasher and it broke down and I got an extended warranty on it. And they flogged me off and flogged me off. We're looking at about 2 months so far to get this warranty claim done. In the meantime, my washing machine of 14 years died. I had to go and buy another washing machine. So I went to where I go and buy my stuff, which is JB Hi-Fi, and lo and behold, there's a washing machine made by the same company that are giving me the runaround. Do you think I was predisposed or excited to go and spend money and actually buy their product? well, you'd be wrong if you thought I was. So I went and bought a competitor's one. And now it looks like I've got to go and get another dishwasher. Do you think I'm going to go and buy their brand? That's 2 sales they missed out on because of slackness and not looking after a current customer. There you go. So I'm not going to rant about it, but it just cheeses me off a little bit. Yeah, this is true. I should have taped it. It was unreal. This is absolutely as true as I'm sitting here going to sleep. I got on, please hold the line. You are first in line. Your call is important to us. Please wait. You are first in the queue. Then you hear some rap bag tin music, and about 2 minutes later, we are experiencing a much higher call number than we normally would have. Please call back later or hold for further assistance. Your call should be answered within 30 minutes. A minute after that, you are the next caller in line. Give me a break. Fair dinkum. I mean, how can you throttle? You talk to someone, it's not the person's problem that has to put up with the disgruntled client at the end of the line. They're just doing their job. They're trying to put food on the table like everybody else. But these big companies, fair dinkum, they treat you as if you're dishwater. Oh, I'm over it. All right. Well, I wasn't going to give you a rant, but that was a semi-rant. Oh, dear. I like the ones that ring you up. They ring you and then put you on hold and tell you, your call is important, please hold the line. Get real. In my vast experience of living as long as I have had never, ever had anyone ring me up and put me on hold for my benefit so they get the short shift and get hung up real quick. Hang on, I'm just going to go and shut this door out here and we'll see what else I can rustle up, but I think that's just about what I'm going to do today. Oh, dear. Oh, I know what I want. Wait a moment. Oh dear, don't tell me I haven't got any. Please don't tell me I haven't got any. It's not looking good. I'm looking for some 240 wet and dry newspaper, not newspaper, wet and dry paper, which I cannot find. So we'll see how we go there. Medicals to say, absolutely, absolutely. The latest thing with doctors, I love them. You can't go and see me if you're sick now. They ring you up and talk to you over the phone. I was actually talking to a doctor not long ago, and he said, no, we're not seeing many sick people anymore. Oh dear. It's like going to the petrol bowser to get some petrol for your car, but they don't sell it because it can explode. Yeah, good on you. G'day, Ben. Oh, you should be watching the foot. Mate, I am. I'm watching it. I don't know. For people that aren't in Australia or aren't attuned to rugby league, this is going to be boring. But it's going to be an interesting result tonight. The Melbourne Storm are playing South Sydney. Now, this is on statistics more than sport. There's a team called the Parramatta Eels. They played the Storm 2 weeks ago and held them to 0. I forget what the score was. It might have been 12-0. The next week, Sydney Rabbitohs played the Parramatta Eels and kept the Eels to 0. I think it was about 40-0. And now tonight, the Rabbits are playing the Storm. So by logic, the Rabbits should win tonight, but I don't think they will. Go figure. What can I tell you? Hey, Ben, I'm on the coast next Friday. I'm taking the grandkids to SeaWorld. It's the end of year or mid-year or whatever you want to call it. Homeschool excursion. Kids from all over Queensland are going. So going to be good. So when I'm on the coast, I'll say hi. You don't have to be there. I'll just say hi. You'll feel a movement in the force. Oh dear. That is so annoying. Or I might have some up in the blacksmithing shed. Oh, I tell you what, I've got a beautiful story to tell you. This is just lovely. I've got a family that come round and they wanted to do blacksmithing. The same homeschooling group as my grandkids go to. And lovely family, really, really lovely family. And they're Russian. I don't know what it is, but Russians are coming into my life. One of my girlfriends, one of my sons, his partner's Russian, and then I had someone else that was from Russia that came in to do something with me. And yeah, so it's just this, I don't know what it is, but anyway. And I love their accent. And one of the lads was telling me the other day, he said, Steve, he said, I learn with blacksmithing. I said, no, that's good. That's good. You know, you practice and you do things, you make things, and you'll learn. No, I learn. I said, yeah, okay. No, I learned. I sound a bit like Manuel. I don't mean to be. No disrespect intended, but it was just so funny. He said, you know, the metal gets, changes colour, gets hot, goes red. I said, yeah. And you put in buckets of water and the colour goes in metal, not hot. I said, yeah, that's what it does. It's called quenching. Quench. Yeah, but they learn. I said, well, that's good. You know, it's understanding how metal cools. And no. I learn you quench. Other end of metal gets very hot. Because he put it into the bucket using a pair of tongs. And of course, when it quenches, the heat goes whoop, straight up the exposed metal. And the poor bloke picked it up with his hand. But I said, you'll be doing that a few times. I still burn myself. It's one of those joys of blacksmithing. Oh, dear. Oh, look, so did I. I thought I had too, but no, apparently not. Oh, you see, Sue doesn't listen to me. My kids don't come home. They're stuck in Sydney. My grandkids don't listen to me. Bob runs away. And I can come here and I can stream. And I think people are listening to me. And if they're not, I don't care. But it makes me feel as if someone appreciates me. Does that feel sad enough? Is that pathetic enough? Oh, dear. No, I just, as I said before, Ben, I don't know if you're on, but that big stream we did, 57 days straight, it knocked the out of me. And I just couldn't do it. That's why I hadn't done any videos or anything. I've just been knocked. But then someone asked me to do this stream with sharpening, and I said, oh, no, I don't know. And anyway, I thought, yeah, why not? And I tell you what, it's like getting back on the horse. It's really comfortable. I'm enjoying being back in here. So I'm not going to go 57 days straight again, but I might bring it up again and we'll do, I don't know, I'm not going to give a number because that locks me in. But, yeah, look, I enjoy it. And just to see all my friends out there that have been supporting me for so long, and then to come on and you're still there, it's heartening. There you go, is my microphone still there? Yeah, good. And if I'm looking a bit suntan, the reason is, I shows you, is I don't have any studio lights at the moment. I've taken them down. The reason being, they took up a big footprint on the floor, and if you can look at that's all my bee boxes stuff around there, and I just needed the space. What I'm thinking of doing is actually mounting them, look at that, it's 6:30, mounting them on the ceiling somewhere so they won't impinge on the floor and that way I can still have the light. So it won't look as if I've been under a sun lamp for I don't know how long. Theo saw it first thing, geez, you're looking dark. What are you doing? I said, I haven't got my studio lights on. Yeah. Oh dear. Is that Australian football the one played on a circular pitch with poles at either end? No, that's aerial ping pong, that is. No, I'm talking about real football. NRL, which I don't know what it stands for. National Rugby League, that's it. Basically, it was good in the early days. There was no rules. The team that was still alive won, but they brought all these rules in now. But it really is so funny. And again, nothing meant by it disparagingly, but I did comment to Sue last night. We were watching the game, and they bought this thing called the crusher tackle. Now, if someone tackles you and you're on the ground and you're like that, and they lean on your head, it can crush, you know, the vertebrae in your neck. So they call it a crusher tackle. Now, whenever you see a player that gets in that type of position, as soon as the tackle's over, he's, oh. Before it was a rule, they'd just get up and get back in the game, but now all of a sudden, it's like Bob when he's got a sore foot. You know, you don't take any notice to him. He's fine, but if you start mollycoddling this, like that. Oh, they reckon chocolate's not good for dogs. Yeah, Bob doesn't know that. He had a whole mud cake the other day. Those chocolate mud cakes. He got it off the kitchen bench, and when I was there, he was cleaning the crumbs up. So he was trying to get rid of the evidence. But a couple of days before that, we had a big family pie. There's an awesome pie shop just opened down the road. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, I've put a few kilos on since it's opened. And they make the most gorgeous family pies. My favourite is cheese and steak. Oh, to die for. Anyway, Sue got one out and she had it on there and she was going to put it in the oven. And we were, I don't know, watching something or other. She said, I better go and put the pie in the oven. I said, okay. And she came back and said, where is pie? I said, it's on the bench. No, it's not on the bench. And there's the tin foil plate on the ground and a very satisfied looking Bob on his bed, avoiding eye contact. So it was funny, we ended up cooking something else for tea and Bob thought, oh, well, just so I don't get into trouble, I better get off my bed and I'll go over to the table and I'll beg for some food, but I hope they don't give me any. And I thought, right, I'll fix you. And I had a big bit of steak or something. I said, here you go, Bob. Normally it's here, and it's gone. Right? It was, here you go, Bob, and he's, could you make it a bit smaller? Look at that. I don't really want to eat it, but I suppose I should because you gave it to me. And, well, if I eat this, don't give me anything else. Honestly, I've never seen that dog full before, but that pie filled him up. That was him. He's a pudding. Good. Good morning, Jody. You're in the States hearing about rugby league teams makes you more human than most of the ones I watch. Oh, dear. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you very much, Jody. Oh, dear. G'day, Stephen. How's it down there in Boondle, mate? Oh, I mean, you getting the cold nights? Boona, sorry. You getting the cold nights? Oh, I had to cover my bees up the other day. I thought we were going to get a frost. It was funny. I've got, for those who don't know, this here, I'm onto it. No, not that one, that one. No, that one. There you go. I'm into native bees now. That's the best book you can get on native bees by Tim Hurd. And if it gets to freezing, they're okay in Brisbane, but here, I live outside of Brisbane, and we do get frosts, and frosts are no good for the bees apparently. So I made this cover up out of the stuff I've got on the ceiling, insulation. So I thought, oh, that'll keep them warm. And I slept in, and normally they're up and sort of getting around at about 8:30 in these colder mornings. So I went down there about 9:30, and they're all lined up on their little platform going, we want to go and get some pollen, but we can't move. What should we do? There's a silver thing in front of us. So I've since cut a door in it. So now they can wake up and go, oh, he's at it again, but at least we can go and forage. There you go. What about back in the days? Oh, that was, mate, when I started, because I watched rugby for a bit and then I sort of lost track of it and then I came back in. Yeah, what is it? Why bother having a scrum? Just give the ball the other side. See, you watch some of it. I've got this great DVD. Actually, one of my sons has got it now. And again, if you're not in Australia, there's this thing called State of Origin. And there's great rivalry between Queensland, where I live, and New South Wales. And each year, they pick the best teams. I don't know how they work it out now, but it used to be where your first club was. So if your first club was at Queensland, you could do Queens, or it might have been where you were born. I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, that's got nothing to do with it. But State of Origin, they brought out a DVD of the best State of Origin matches since it started back in 1980 something rather. Oh, yeah, Trev, I'm with you. You look at some of those early scrums, I think it was 84, 82. Fatty Bolton, Wally, Sam Bacco, and the big fellas, they got on a scrum. There's none of this perfectly manicured playing area. It's just a mud pan with a couple of blades of grass. And they're into it pushing the scrum and you see fists going up into this hooker's face. And, oh, what was it? Matty Johns, bring back the biff. There you go. Hot nights you've been getting. Oh. Hot nights. I've been missing out on those, Stephen. There you go. I was going to go. Truly, Prunella, I was off to the house to have something to eat so I can watch the footy tonight. But I thought, no, my reigning monarch requires me to stay here and dribble until she gets home. And it's nice to see you now on your laptop, and I hope you've got a nice hot chocolate or something there, and you can settle in for the night. But I'm going soon, very soon. And then I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30. I'm kicking off. I'm doing at least an hour and a half. And we're doing a simulcast, which is exciting. I've never done one of those before. So we'll see how that goes. I need a sheet of glass. And I've got to find some more wet and dry paper because I haven't got enough. What's that? That's 400. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Yeah, and so what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm thinking as I go. The unknown username. Would that be incognito or what's the other? Alias. There you go. G'day, mate. How you going? I'm going to be doing wet and dry. Big Artie, nothing wrong with Artie. There's many a meat pie went down Artie's throat, I'll tell you. We'll do wet and dry on glass, and I'll use stones, I'll use diamond stones, I'll use this Makita, I'll use the Pro Edge, and I'm going to use the Tormic. Maybe I'll use the diamond stones on the Tormic, I don't know. We'll see how we go with those. I haven't used them before, and I don't own any, I just use that, but I actually spoke to the good people at Promac, and Renee and Michael, and he sent down his demonstration stones for me to have a look at. So we'll have a look at those tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. Yes, I wasn't watching. When Wally was playing, I wasn't watching. I think I started watching as he was leaving and Alfie came on. And then I watched the whole time that... isn't it terrible when you see people's faces and you can't remember their names? Who followed who followed Alfie? Oh, I can hear him. Got a real croaky voice most of the time. Mate of mine actually fitted out his Gold Coast unit. He's a cabinet maker. Who was it? No, not Melly. Mel's good. I like Mel. Oh, no, I'm not going until I remember his name. No, not Laurie Daly. Oh, comes from Roma. Come on, give me a drop. Lockyer, Dazza. Darren Lockyer. How can you? The number of times I've driven Darren Lockyer away out of Toowoomba. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. Oh, crikey. Oh, yeah, Tony Carroll. I think, was it Tony Carroll? Yeah, his last game, they let him kick a conversion at the end of the game. And he missed. He was right in front of the post and he missed. Yeah, it was good. I read that the most memorable state of origin for me was Fatty Vorton. I'm sorry if I'm boring people that aren't in Australia, but I'm on a roll. Fatty Vorton, whose real name is Paul, don't ask me why, but Fatty Vorton was the coach for that. And the two teams, by the way, the New South Wales people are called Cockroaches and the Queensland people are called Cane Toads. So he was coaching the Cane Toads and it was right on the whistle, right on the full-time whistle. I forget who it was, but someone went over and scored and Queensland won. And Fatty, in the calmest, flattest, unemotional voice I've ever heard, said, yeah, never in doubt. That was awesome. Oh, dear. Choppy Clothes, no. Don't remember. Sam Back, I remember, and G Miles. I actually bought a T-shirt when Wally was playing, years and years ago, when Bernie Powers was sponsoring them, Powers Brewing. And I bought a junior T-shirt. I was at, I don't know if it was, no, it wasn't the Ekka. It was a show at the Ekka, but it wasn't the Ekka. And it had all the teams' names on it. There was Alfie, might have been Darren, I don't know, but Wally, Sam, Gene, all the greats anyway. And I bought it home, proud as punch, and gave it to my youngest son, who was about 8 at the time, I think. And he washed it and washed it and washed it. And he used to say to me, do you know, Dad, if these names weren't on here, I could pretend it was a reserves jumper. And now he's 35 and going, why did you let me wash it? There you go, the things you do. Oh, Trevor Gilmeister, yep. Yeah, no. Oh, we're aging ourselves, aren't we? We're dating ourselves. Speaking of aging, I'll age if I don't get up to the house. Look, lovely, everything works. I'm happy, so I will be down here tomorrow morning. For those of you who can, 9:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'll be doing, well, it's not the definitive, but I'm going to cover a lot of sharpening, just on chisels. I might throw in some hacks on plain blades and what have you. At this point, I'm not going to use a hot grinder because I don't like doing that to my tools, but I'll talk about them and hopefully, I don't know, you might be able to give me some hints that'll make my sharpening a bit easier. But I'll be here to keep on in the chat for sure. On you, Your Highness. That's it. You got a job for tomorrow. You got a reason to get out of bed. Good. Well, stay out of bed. No, you'll be staying out of bed, won't you? That's right. Oh, well, there you go. We've got at least 2. I add 3, 4. There you go. It's worth my time. I'll get out of bed for that. All right, in the meantime, this is Steve pulling the shed door down saying, hey, thanks everyone for coming on. This was just an impromptu test, but I really appreciate your support, your companionship, your friendship, and the love I feel coming through the screen I'm watching. So all of you, take care. Remember to keep it sharp and, more importantly, keep it safe. Look after yourself. Be kind to each other. And then these weird and wonderful times when anxiety levels are going through the roof, just remember there's someone there that loves you, and always have something you want to do in the morning. That keeps you going. Works for me anyway. Till then, God bless. Catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.